Hey, thank you for joining us for our 5th episode of Facebook Live. Today we're standing in the Dyersburg Fire Department, and we want to say a special thank you to Chief Ware and everyone here for letting us come. Today I have Jason Leake with me, who's been with the department 14 years?
15 years actually.
Wow.
Yeah, I've spent actually 14 years back here with the guys, fighting fires, working wrecks and so on. And last year I've got promoted and moved into the fire inspector, fire prevention office. So that's what I'm doing now.
Great. Well, hey, we wanted to ask you a couple questions, and what better person to ask than a firefighter, right?
Well, sometimes.
Yeah, you're going to do great, I know it. The big thing is families and being prepared, and I know a critical part of that is preparing your kids. What are some tips and tricks you would give families that are thinking about this seriously? Because I know you guys are going to be in schools and stuff here, this next week, talking about this a lot.
Sure. The first thing that I would stress that a house needs is working smoke detectors. Working smoke detectors gives us a heads up on a fire. When seconds count, we got to get out, and every second is valuable. Smoke detectors will give us a early warning sign on if our house is on fire or smoke is coming up, and smoke is full of asphyxiants and toxic gases, and they will kill you. And so having smoke alarms, working smoke alarms in our home really gives us advantage.
So talk to us about the plan and walking that out with our kids. What are some things you do with your kids at home to
Sure. The number 2 thing is have a home escape plan. That's very valuable. Have 2 ways out. You've got to have 2 ways out. If for instance, if your normal path of egress is blocked by fire or heavy smoke and you can't get out, you've got to have a second way out. One of the things I tell my kids at home, and we have an abundance of softball bats in our house, and one of the things I tell them is to take that bat and knock that window out. You won't get in trouble.
Yeah, my kids would be all over that, especially my son.
Absolutely. You won't get in trouble. That'd be the only time you didn't get in trouble.
Exactly.
Take that bat, knock that window out, get out, and more importantly, stay out. Do not come back in for no reason. No animals, no pets, no nothing. Stay out. Have a meeting place in the front yard that the whole family can meet at and make sure everyone's out of the house. So yes, working smoke detectors and having a home escape plan, and practice it routinely with your kids. Make it become muscle memory for them. That way.
How many times do you think you should practice it a year?
At least 2 or 3 times a year, just so they got it down and ready to go on it, and then practice it routinely for sure.
So what about, do you do it during the day? Is that the kids that can see, or do you do it at night?
Absolutely. I would start off during the day. That gives them, what do I do and where, it gives them sight. And then, yes, practice at night, because most structure fires happen at nighttime, in the wee morning hours. So, and smoke also makes everything darker. You can't see anything if you get into smoke. So, yes, practice it at night also.
Yeah, that's critical, because I think that's, probably one of the most disorienting things, to wake up, your fire alarm's going off, and then trying to remember what you need to do, especially small kids.
Absolutely, and that's why we need to make it muscle memory. They know real quick.
Where should fire or smoke detectors be placed in a home, and how often should they be checked?
That's a good question. Smoke detectors need to be placed high up on the ceiling or high up on the wall. Of course, smoke rises. It's going to go to the ceiling first, and that's going to give you your earliest detection. They need to be placed outside of a bedroom, in the hallway. That way, if you're sleeping, you can hear those going off.
Right.
So, and make sure you maintain them.
Some of us are sleepers, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm a light sleeper myself, but my wife, for instance, it would take several beeps to get her up. But yes, place them outside your bedroom, in your child's bedroom. And I also think you need more than one. Just for instance, you can strategically place them perhaps where your dryer is.
Oh, yeah.
Dryers are one of our leading causes of home fires here in Dyersburg. So maybe there, maybe close to a cooking area, not next to the stove, but in a place I think they say 10 or 11 foot away from the stove, but in a cooking area, because as we know, cooking fires are, people leave stoves on and go to bed and you don't realize it. So any early warning signs that we can have a chance of survival, that's what we need.
So speaking to dryers, like what are some things you can do at home with your dryer to prevent it from catching on fire?
Sure, clean your lint trap, for sure. Every time you place clothes in your dryer, clean your lint trap out. Lint is just will catch on fire really easy.
I've seen people use that to start campfires.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's
how easy it
flammable.
is, and a lot of people don't realize that, and a lot of people don't clean them out for 2 or 3 days. I've seen it so built up that it's just really crazy. It's crazy to me.
Right.
But, clean those out. Clean your dryer out, once or twice a year, and take the back off of it. Spray it out with an air hose, and then put it back in place. That's one of the things we can do for dryers.
So what are the, here in Dyer County, what kind of fires do y'all normally, what's your highest incidence here for this department?
In the last 3 years, I took a look at it, and actually cooking fires are our biggest problem as far as home structure fires. Cooking fires here in the South, of course, we love our grease.
Oh man, yeah.
And we love to cook with it, but it's if not done properly and stuck with and paid attention to, it can cause a very serious problem.
We've experienced that at my house with my mom when I was a kid. She was trying to take care of us, walked off, left it. Sorry, Mom. And it happened. I mean, really quickly. And before you knew it, my dad was trying to get out the back door with the pot and ended up getting 3rd-degree burn. So
absolutely,
it's very serious.
And you got to watch it and know what to do. They always said to keep a lid next to, even though you're not using that lid, keep a lid. If you're frying French fries, keep a lid next to it. If something happens, that grease does catch on fire, you just take that lid from the side, slide that lid over it, and leave it. Move it to another eye, and leave it alone.
Just let it cool off.
Let it cool. Don't take that lid back off. Let it cool down significantly first.
Can you tell me what's something that you and your crew have experienced in your many years of doing this that you've really learned a good lesson from?
Well, that's a good question, and I've thought about it. I can't remember just one specific incident, but I will tell you this. Fire does not discriminate. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter your skin color or your age. Fire is hot. It will burn you, and also it's the gases and the smoke, asphyxiants, and that will kill you. So it doesn't matter.
It's just being prepared, right?
We all got to get educated on it.
Yeah. Well, you definitely pointed out some stuff to me that I'm going to take back with me. Can you talk to me a little bit about the intoxication that's caused by CO2?
Sure. CO2, of course, carbon monoxide. It's called the silent killer because it's invisible.
Right.
You can't taste it. You can't smell it. It just attacks you, and you don't even really know it.
Yeah.
If you have any fuel burning appliances in your home, you definitely need carbon monoxide monitors or detectors. They're a lot like smoke detectors. However, smoke detectors are placed high on the ceiling or the wall. CO detectors are placed around knee level, and they determine that because that's in your sleeping position. That's your nose and your mouth level of sleeping. So CO detectors does not need to be blocked by curtains, furniture, anything that will block air movement. They need to be out in the open. And if you hear your CO detector go off, move to an area of fresh air. Call the fire department.
Let me ask you this, I have a gas water heater at home. Does that mean I need one?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Some of the appliances, if you have fireplaces, a lot of places that have heavy snow, heavy snow can block your glue and everything, and also and that unburned fuel can come back into the house instead of going out your chimney. Gas stoves, gas water heaters, any fuel burning appliance, charcoal grills.
I don't even think about that.
Garages that you start your car. If wintertime it's cold, I got it in the garage, start your car. If you don't open that door or crack that door to let fresh air move in, then you're putting yourself at risk.
You got a recipe for disaster right there.
Absolutely. So Carbon monoxide detectors are very valuable. If you have any of that, which most people do,
Right.
have something in their homes, so they're very valuable for that. So yes, I would say smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, very valuable.
All right, my last question. What actions are you guys doing to highlight Fire Prevention Week here for this department in Dyersburg?
Well, at Dyersburg Fire Department, we team up with the State Fire Marshal's Office every year, and we put out banners. We visit preschools. We do press releases. We really try to bring emphasis on it that week to make people plan 2 ways out of their home, to get an escape plan, to check their smoke detectors, to make sure they've got them in their home. We also have a fire safety trailer that we go out into the community and give them a chance to bring their kids and experience fire safety. We teach them about smoke, what to do, how to escape, how to come up with a home safety plan. We try to educate the public and put emphasis on fire prevention.
So can anybody, like that's maybe a principal at the school or maybe owns their own daycare, they could call you guys and you would set that up with them?
Absolutely. For any help on anything that we mentioned today, please call us. Smoke detectors, carbon monoxide, anything you don't understand or you need help with, home safety plans. If you want to, the fire safety trailer, we would be happy to help you. Our number here is 288-7614, and just ask for any one of us. We'd be glad to put you in touch with the one that can help you, I promise you.
Well, Jason, we appreciate you giving us your time today, and we appreciate your service to our community. Thank you and your brothers here that do that for us. We couldn't live without you guys, obviously. We also will be putting this information up on our blog. We've done a blog on our website, so please check it out there, our Facebook page as well. And thank you for joining us today. And remember, we're always here to help. Have a great day.